Antichrist!
Yeah, I remember that when you fucking need to go down the steps.
Be like, well, time to tuck and roll, motherfucker.
Enjoy the spinners.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been on my hands and knees.
Won't be the last. I've seen him get down the hallways every day.
Well, it is Sunday, December 30th, 2018. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. And today, there is no Tucker. There is no Knubsie. Today, we have the return of Mr. Josh McNinch.
I still haven't been raped this time. Grandpa's dead. Hadn't got
Jesus.
this time. Although I did have a dick on my shoulder a few minutes ago. So.
All right, which leads us to our next guest, finally making his debut on the Bulldog Unchained podcast. My friend, unfortunately, for like 25 years, 26, 27 years, so I don't know, too goddamn long, Mr. Andy Imlay. What's up, brother?
It took me 2.5 years to get up those fucking stairs, man. That's why my voice sounds so rough. I've been out in the elements, you know what I mean?
It's going to take me 2.5 years to recover from getting you up the fucking steps.
Sorry about your shoulder. You're going to need a chiropractor for that.
Yeah. I need a chiropractor because I had a cock resting on my shoulder. That'd be a great one. So what are you here for today?
I wasn't even excited about it.
Yeah. I told him in the Facebook group, I was like, if you get hard, that's $20. And I'm considering that a fucking session. All right.
I just had to think about my grandma a lot.
See, when I think about your grandma, I get the reverse effect.
Yeah, it depends on which grandma you're talking about.
God damn it. I'm so happy you're here.
After talking shit about me
for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
You, sir, have taken a lot of abuse.
Yes.
And not had a voice to air your grievances.
I am here for your listeners in the Philippines. There is hope, Filipinos.
It's just not found here.
No.
So what's going on, man?
Just a whole lot of stuff this year, man. This year's been real good to me, comedy-wise.
Yeah? You did the Orlando Improv?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
I was so nervous, like...
Well, of course.
I'm taking a shit in the bathroom thinking, man, I wonder how many other people sat on this toilet and took a shit. Probably Rosenbaum, you know.
See, my thought would be, I wonder how many people have done coke off of this seat.
So he was talking about taking a shit in a toilet. It's like, at least you can make it to a toilet to take a shit.
Well,
that's what the green room's for.
Almost didn't make it this morning. You know, you ever have that where it's like almost there and you're like, oh, I gotta
go. You're rolling the dice with every step.
Like,
obviously.
Either this is gonna end up the floor or I don't know.
Holy shit.
No, man, I've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, I'm still selling the fact that I have cerebral palsy.
Yeah, you're working that angle real hard.
Yeah, because, you know, the very first episode of your show, you're like, I'm pretty sure he's faking it. I went back and listened to that just for ammunition for today, and I'm thinking, man, welcome to the Bulldog Unchained podcast. Here's another commercial break. I'm like, wow, that must be nice. Here's another word from my non-existent sponsors.
Oh, damn. Listen to this shit.
I mean, you knew I was going to bring the heat when you're going to talk shit about me for 2 years.
Of course.
Do you need me to get up and move the gun out of the corner? As we get to the hoverboard part, it might get a little real in here.
That's why he's back behind the desk. I'm at the controls. You get too out of hand, I'll mute your fucking mic.
That's right. I'll make you sound goofy, too, when you talk. I'll switch you from ear to ear. People will be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm too high for that. I'm sitting there looking around. What the fuck?
Damn it.
No, but this year's been fun, man. I sold that cerebral palsy to South Park, man. I did a Jimmy cosplay.
So yeah, the adult Jimmy
Yeah, middle-aged Jimmy.
Yeah, middle-aged Jimmy. That's fucking that was a stroke of genius.
Fucking
fantastic. Got retweeted by South Park. Like, my phone was blowing up all day. I didn't know what it was like to go viral, you know. And then this guy messages me. It was like, "Hey, we want to send you some South Park Blu-rays. Give us your address." So I'm thinking, "Hey, man, he's gonna send me a few. It's gonna be cool, right?" So I get this whole big box. I'm like, open it up. I'm like, "Dude, did you send me all the seasons?" He goes, "Yeah, except for like 17, because that's the only one I didn't have. But you know, have fun." I'm like, "Holy crap,
that's crazy."
Yeah.
I need to fucking dress up as Cartman next year. I need some
I was gonna say, I'll be Cartman.
Yeah.
You be Kenny.
Yeah, fat rapist Kenny. That's what I told him, man. Like, it's been getting cold and I work outside, so I bought a fucking beanie, and now I look like a police sketch artist version of what a rapist is gonna be. Like, it's fucking terrible. It's fucking awful.
A police sketch artist.
I've had people come up to me after the show, goes, "Yeah, that's funny. You can get out of the chair now." I'm like, "That's not how this works, man." I wish that's how this worked, but this chair cost me a lot of money, so I'm going to say right here.
I'm going to keep selling it.
This chair's awful comfortable.
So, I gotta jump into a debate that I'm having with someone right now, Terry, and I need to know who, in your opinion, the best people who have ever played the devil are, either in music, movies, TV show, whatever.
Tim Curry.
What?
Tim Curry.
See, I don't consider him technically the devil.
Mel Brooks.
He was darkness.
Yeah, I guess, but...
Did you see Mel Brooks?
Mel Brooks. Yeah, in the Adam Sandler movie. Yeah.
No, that's Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, that's Harvey Keitel.
But still.
And Little Nicky.
Yeah.
So, he is my number 3.
Yeah.
My first is Dave Grohl.
I was about to say Dave Grohl. Fucking...
Right? Thanks. Dave Grohl is the best devil. Have you seen Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny?
Yeah.
Not for a long time. But
Oh, dude. Well, he's who plays the devil.
Yeah.
And in the Tenacious D tribute video, he's the devil.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then after him, I actually put Al Pacino in Devil's Advocate.
Yeah, he wasn't Devil's Advocate.
Just because he is ruthless.
I thought we were going to say honorable mention to Josh's grandpa, but...
Yeah. He's down there with them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just kidding. Hell's not real like Kevin.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, man. I love offending people. It's so fun.
I could hear people going, ooh. Every time you mention it.
I've been to heaven. It's called disability camp.
I thought he was about to say disability check.
Yeah, that's not too bad either.
I'd like to get some of that, please.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't get one for being stupid.
They have to reevaluate me every 3 years just to make sure. I'm like, you're wasting your time.
Do they really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To make sure your cerebral palsy didn't miraculously go
like
away.
They found a cure. No, he's still
the doctor comes in the room with like this, oh my God, I'm here to see you right now. Like, holy shit.
You're fucked up. Thank you. Come again.
No. So, me and Bulldog grew up together. We've established this fact. So, there's a gas station not far from the drive-in down there in Rio. My brothers call it the Bomb Shack because it's ran by a bunch of foreigners, right? So we go in there one day. All I wanted was like a Coke and a Snickers bar, right? So I get up to the counter. I put my stuff up there. Guy looks at me straight in the face. Goes, "Holy shit! What happened to you?" I was like, "Well, I was born like this." He goes, "I am so sorry." I was like, "So do I get this for free?" "No, that'll be $5. I'm like, dang, I tried,
Can't work that angle on them.
Sometimes it gets me free stuff. Not all the time.
Oh, man. I know what kind of foreigners you're talking about. We used to have a lot of them run kiosk in the mall in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
We got them here.
Would you like to try some lotion? I'm like, no, I would not.
I used to love fucking with them, man. Like, it's back when them big gold chains and shit first started coming out, and like had like a big fucking, what the hell? Then weird. Someone's rapping.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
Dude, I was like, are we about to blow up? Like, what in the hell? Stop talking about this.
This is how it all ends.
It's like, it's over.
Dude, that picked up through the microphones, man.
Like,
that whatever that
whoa.
was. Yeah, I was like,
God damn, man. They planned that motherfucking attack quick. 9/11 took some time. Niggas like, we got the plane. We're coming. They're filling.
Bulldog's house, they're going to get it now.
So Bulldog, I'm looking at all your pops here. Do they make a Jimmy Pop? I haven't seen one.
No, but I think there's one coming.
There should be.
There's also a Timmy Pop coming.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely be in my collection.
Cripple fight!
Best episode ever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
that
for me,
The WoW one.
the Coon and Friends.
I like Coon and Friends.
The trilogy
yeah.
of Coon and Friends is just...
Dude, as a World of Warcraft player at the time when the WoW episode came out, it was just everything I needed to see because it was every WoW player
Yes.
I ever fucking knew.
Yeah.
It was fucking
I was
amazing.
part of that.
Oh.
I lost a year and a half of my life to that
That's
game.
it. I started playing EverQuest in fucking high school and I was like 15, and then EverQuest I played for like 4 years, and then played WoW for like 8. That's a big ass drug.
Jesus Christ.
I can guarantee that dude's got a little dick in his fucking his gut. Yeah, the other day I was on the way back to my fucking room or whatever, and I'm at a stoplight, and it had this big motherfucking truck come up next to me. It's like a big Bronco, and it's all lifted. He's got his window down, and there's like old ladies like on the side or some shit. So I was like, fuck it, my car's fucked up, so I gotta like pull some scissors out of the window that I have to keep the window from falling down. I pull the fucking window down. I'm like, me too, brother. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, you got a little dick too. Me too, man. I just ain't got the funds to show everybody like you. His old lady started laughing. It's fun.
Oh, God.
Oh shit!
And that's how you get shot in Evansville.
Oh man, I don't have a filter. I forget. I'm
the same way.
I don't fucking care. Fuck it.
Actually, so one of the funniest things I've ever seen was somebody who had no filter. When I lived in Vegas, I had this buddy who he would say the most fucked up, hilarious shit. Deadpan delivery, like he was serious.
Yeah.
Like to him, it wasn't funny. It was just what he was saying.
Yeah. It was just,
We're going into a bar one night, and this dude is staggering the fuck out. And I mean, whoa. And literally, he is 3 wobbles from eating shit on the pavement. Like he is going down.
yeah.
And in the middle of it, he looks at him and goes, how's that working out for you? And just kept on walking. Then we're at the mall. And there's this lady in a wheelchair.
Oh, no.
Oh, god damn, dude. We're just walking by. Like, I didn't even notice her until he said, he's walking by her. And I should have known because of the way his head started to turn, like he had locked eyes with this woman.
Yeah.
And he just looks at her and without stopping goes, hard to walk, huh? And just keeps on going. And I was like, oh, God. And she was like, what? And he goes, I don't repeat myself. And just kept fucking
Oh, I did that. I did that at the mall the other day. This kid was like laying down on the floor, and then the dude was like, "You'll get up and walk right now." I rolled by. It was like, "I will not." And just kept on going.
It's like
drive-by roast.
Did either of you ever see the movie The Dream Team?
No.
With Michael Keaton, Peter Boyle. God damn it! It's 4 mental patients, and they're supposed to be going to, I think, a Phillies game or something like that.
Yeah.
But their caretaker gets knocked out in an alley, and so they basically start wandering the city, and it's fucking insane.
I was about to say that sounds like a good team to be in the city. I have to watch that.
But Peter Boyle, who is the grandpa on Everybody Loves Raymond, he is super religious.
I don't know how you emphasize grandpa and looked at me. Is it gonna be okay if I go with this?
He believes himself to be Jesus. So he's walking through the hospital and he grabs a doctor's coat. He walks up to this dude laying on a gurney in the hall. He goes, "Arise and walk, my son." And this dude straight up tries to get off the gurney and eat shit on the floor. And it makes me think of you every time I see it.
Oh shit!
I could just see someone doing that to him and he's like, fuck, maybe?
No, I always try to tell people, they're like, do you think these healing masses are real and all this stuff? And I'm like,
They don't go to hospitals, do they?
Dude, if really, honestly, I looked at this guy that I met with cerebral palsy a couple weeks ago. He actually works with Knubsie. He's like, yeah, I went to one of those healing masses, and I thought it really worked for me, and I could really feel something in my legs and whatnot. And I was like, dude, that's adrenaline. You know that, right? They're getting you hyped up to your adrenal glands are what's kicking in. There's no healing involved in that. It's adrenaline is what it is. It's like they're scaring the piss out of you, so you'll be like, holy shit, I think I can do something. Oh, suck, I can't.
Yeah, man. What's that fucking dude? I can't even remember his name, man. It's like that fucking pastor, the evangelist, where he's just like, and all the people just like
Benny Hinn.
Benny fucking Hinn. Yes.
He was entertaining. Like, he's entertaining.
Dude, the best videos I've ever seen online involved
the lightning.
Like, yeah. Let the bodies hit the floor.
I saw the other day on Facebook how much Joel Osteen charges for a front row seat at one of his services. That's ridiculous.
Wait, you gotta fucking pay to go to church?
It's ridiculous.
No.
It's ridiculous, man. Like,
Glad.
think about it. Comedians and preachers have a lot in common. They just have a different message.
Yeah, comedians sell funny bullshit. Preachers just sell bullshit.
Yeah. I have about as much same power as the Pope. He's just a lot more popular.
That's fucking awesome.
I fucking hate religion.
And he's got a cool hat.
Yeah. Anytime I think of Pope, I think of Euro Trip. I want the hat. I got a Pope hat.
When he steals the fucking Pope's hat, I'm like,
hey, the hat's on fire. He's on the motherfucking
I watched that the other day.
I love that movie.
So funny.
When they end up in the fucking Manchester United hooligan bar, and Vinnie Jones, who used to play for Chelsea, is talking about Manchester United being the greatest football team.
The greatest football team in all the land.
Woohoo!
What's our song? My baby takes the morning.
Not bad. And then they start fucking playing the song. Oh my god.
Hey, what's Frommer say about this place? It says you made out with your fucking sister. I fucking love that movie. It's because of that movie. That's probably one of the reasons I tried fucking drugs, man. I was like, hey, this absinthe shit looks cool.
So Bulldog came over Monday night and watched Monday Night Raw. Most of the time he was really just looking at his phone.
Like he is now.
But I tried to get him to be a guest on my show, and he would rather be on his phone. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do there. Like, I don't know.
Well, he told me he was thinking of some ideas like do for YouTube and the middle-aged Jimmy thing. I was like, dude, I want to fucking help you with that immediately. I totally want to do it.
I could see Bulldog being the middle-aged Cartman,
Oh, yeah, I could totally do that.
And his balls finally dropped, He grew out this hellacious beard and decided to do weird things to his face. Remember that time we were at the mall, Bulldog, and that kid was like, what happened to your face? Just like came out of nowhere. It was just like,
what happens a lot.
What happened to your face?
Yeah, little kids, they have no filter and they give no fucks.
Yeah, drunk people don't either.
Right. So when they see the spikes and shit, they're like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, last show we had over in Jay's, I walk out to go take a smoke break, and this dude stops me and says, man, your set was fucking hilarious, man. I like what you got going on. You're like a fat Albert Einstein, but Irish with your crazy beard and fucked up hair. And I was like, thanks, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I'm not sure how to feel about that.
Can we talk about the lap dance I got from the lady that was old enough to be my grandma?
My God, man.
They had plenty of time to stop her. She was not rushing the stage. She had a cane.
Nah, you tried to say she rushed the stage. I was like, man, she had a cane. She did not rush shit.
I think they got mad because it was a table full of African American people, black people. Like, I don't know what kind of filter you have on this show. Probably not one.
Well, Corey and no one's here to blame
when Torin's here, there's really no filter.
Okay, so I basically said, hey, it looks like the Baptist church showed up tonight, and pointed at everybody in the front row. I think they got kind of mad. So
yeah, she was like, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this Baptist ass and throw it on him.
She said something to the effect of, I think I can make your dick work A&E. And I was like, nope. Nope. It works less than a black person. Like, just ask Torrin, you know.
Oh my God.
Fucking
You remember when they did the roast of me at, what was it, Re-Rise?
I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, you were part of that. My uncle, remember when my uncle got up there?
His uncle was the most ruthless motherfucker. Like, straight up he looks like a trucker from Memphis, Tennessee. And he just happened to pull into the lot that night and heard there was a roast, and he was like, all right, I can do this.
he gets Hagrid from Harry Potter a lot. Yeah. He's an instructor at Nashville Auto Diesel, like really smart guy. Yeah. I guess that's where I get it from. Hell, I don't know.
He just tore Andy apart that night. It was fucking beautiful.
Yeah, the first time.
Like, mine was okay.
Yeah.
Mine was okay. I went kind of hard in the paint.
Yeah.
But this is a family member that's known him since he was born. So
he was just like, over. Seriously? Okay. Yeah.
It's over. Fuck this little cripple.
Yeah, he didn't even have to, like, throw out slams. He just told stories. Yeah. Like, real life events.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, first time I'm hearing this.
I remember when that little fucker tried to walk upstairs for the first time.
Yeah, so your first episode, you talked about how I handed my arm crutches off to my girlfriend. Yeah, that girlfriend's now my wife.
Yep.
Because of my third arm crutch.
That's why his goddamn body doesn't work.
And a lot of other stuff, man. Just, it's been fantastic, though. It really has.
Dude, Megan's an awesome girl.
Yeah. I mean, I had to stop by. She works for a place that helps people with disabilities. So yeah, right.
Look at Josh is like, is he fucking with me?
No,
that's real.
No, I took her some food.
That's where we met.
No, we met through this random app that I thought I was going to get killed on, but
Tinder.
I was like, what have I got to lose, right?
Wasn't it Plenty of Fish?
No, it was actually. You ever heard of Whisper?
Yeah.
It's
the one where you like whisper shit and it leaves it anonymous.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah. It's like, this one time I touched my cousin or something. And
yeah.
She looked like
my sister won't get on me jerking off. Mm-hmm.
And then we turned it into a porn on Pornhub.
Mm-hmm. We're from Tennessee.
Lubed it up with some mustard.
Like it's gotten really stupid since I met her, but like I guess she just got out of this relationship. Yeah, it wasn't me hitting the mic this time.
No, that was me.
And she just got out of this relationship from this guy from Tell City, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," like, you know. And so she came up to meet me, and we had our first date at TGI Fridays. So I met her in a well lit place to make sure I wasn't going to get killed or anything.
I don't know. I would be more worried about you getting killed now.
She's like, I make your food, right? Like, yes, I'm aware of that.
Did you meet her at the TGI Fridays while I'll be hosting the trivia on Valentine's Day with Knubsie?
I did host trivia a couple weeks ago with Knubsie.
Knubsie.
It was a lot of fun.
Dave Attell.
But the thing that really sold it for me, that I knew that I could probably sort of maybe get up these stairs, was the fact that you had Big John in the show. I was like, well, if Big John can get up the stairs.
Yeah, but nobody had to carry Big John up the stairs.
Well, you also have a handrail that's sort of kind of in the wall, but not really. Like, who does the construction around here? Bob the Builder?
Nah, that shit would work.
Ellen Keller.
And her service dog.
We don't trust anything. Yeah. The trust is gone.
It's like, do you see Knubsie and Josh? I wanted to say no, but Stevie Wonder does.
Oh, man. I'm so glad I met him.
My wife didn't know who Ronnie Millsap was. I was like, he literally sings about there's a stranger in his house and there's somebody there that he can't see. I was like, that's the funniest song he has.
I remember that song coming out when I was a kid.
And you're sitting there
and I was going, no kidding. And my grandma, I'll never forget my grandma. Like, I was little when that song came out, and I was like, well, of course he can't see him. He's blind. And my grandma goes, Jesus Christ.
And he's sitting there making money off of it. Yeah. I'm like, wow, I should write a song about how I can't run. Maybe I'll make some money.
I'm pretty sure there could be a party at Ronnie Millsap's house and he's not going to know. If they're quiet, people are just rearranging his furniture quietly around the house.
Man, that's got to be frustrating.
Dude, I want a blind friend just for that reason. Just so I can fuck with him.
Have you seen the video of the blind dog? And there used to be a couch in front of the window. And
I had seen it.
they
but
moved
I'm
like they were in the process of moving, and they moved the couch, and the dog just walks, like knows where it should be, walks into the living room and jumps and just eats shit in the middle of the floor.
Y'all going to hell.
Yeah.
Oh, like I haven't had a first class ticket punched forever.
Like everyone tells me, oh yeah, you're going to hell. There's a special place in hell for you. Like, yeah, motherfucker, it's the throne, man.
If you think I'm your free ticket, you're fucked.
Dude, like, I've read the Bible, and if you believe that shit, it says you're going to hell with either one sin or 100,000 sins. So the way I figure is I want to get down there and Satan be like, dude, fucking high score.
Dude, new high score. Put it up on the board.
Put it up. Yep, you just overtook Hitler. Yes.
Like, I literally think cerebral palsy is partly his fault anyway, so, like, hey, like...
Who?
Cut me some slack.
The devil?
No, just who...
Hitler?
There's a reason I showed up early. Way too early.
Because he's late for everything else.
Yeah.
So, funny story about that. When I first started working where I work at, I was late for like the first 2 months of work. I was always like 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, right? So the boss brings me into his office. He goes, man, we got to talk about your tardiness. I'm sitting there trying not to laugh because I was like, man, I'd love to talk to you about my tardiness, but I don't know if you got that kind of time, you know? So he goes, so you've been running late to work a little bit lately. He goes, what's been going on? I said, well, I showed up early to my birth, so I figured I'd show up late to work, see how it worked out since you see how my birth worked out. And he goes, yeah, I can't argue with that. Have a nice day.
Right.
Man.
Making people uncomfortable.
Dude, I had a fucking...
Since 1979.
Dude, I had a boss one time when I was a mechanic in Houma, Louisiana. His name was Nick, and this dude had a lazy eye. He was like fucking seriously lazy. Like, and one time, like, he called us into the office, like, trying to like bitch at us about some serious shit.
Are you looking at me
or
him?
That's exactly what I said. I was like, whoa, hold on, Nick. Are you fussing at me right now, or are you fussing at Dale? Because you're looking at both of us. I can't tell. Man,
like it.
Fuck it, dude.
That was the end of that job.
Yeah, no, I actually kept it. I ended up failing a piss test for that one.
So,
yeah, they fucking brought the piss test guy in, and he's like, no one else had failed a piss test with me. I knew I was gonna fucking fail it, and he's like, man, I was like, fuck, well, thanks for coming here. I'm gonna lose my job. He's like, well, what's up, man? I was like, what do you do? I was like, I do everything. I smoke, do whatever, man. I was like, when's the last time you did? I was like, motherfucker, I'm high right now. I ain't giving a shit. Let me piss in this cup so I go ahead and lose my job.
So his eye was so lazy it couldn't even file for unemployment. That's pretty lazy.
Damn it.
Yeah.
See, and that's why you've waited 2.5 years.
For that one joke right there.
for that one humdinger.
All right,
right
ladies
there.
and gentlemen, Andy Imlay.
We know I had to go piss.
Wait 10 minutes for him to get off the stage.
This is intermission.
Torn, that's what I like to call intermission. Listen here, Webster.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call intermission.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're talking about Webster's dictionary. And I thought about the little black kid, little Webster.
Webster.
Yeah.
That's how I started. I'm sorry.
Emmanuel Lewis.
Man, I almost feel like I need to go, ahoo, just for a minute.
Fucking nubs.
I've known Chris since I started in comedy, when they had that old comedy club down on Main.
Yep.
I met him for the first time, and I kid you not, I was like, so, you Mexican, Puerto Rican, like, what's the deal? Like, you're the whitest black guy I know. Like, what's going on?
And then you met Torrin.
Yeah. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Terry thought Knubsie was black.
Oh, I can.
And
Yeah.
when she found out that he's not black, she was like, my whole universe is shattered.
She's like, well, damn, now I don't want to fuck him.
Like, damn, that guy didn't even sound like he got cerebral palsy. Like, what about this? Would this help? Would you like me to talk like this? Like,
Yeah, I totally had to mess with you when I came into your work that day. You didn't sound handicapped on the phone.
dude,
And the
dude
look-
did that to me.
I know.
Yeah.
And the look on the guy's face that was sitting at the counter when I said that, he was like,
What'd the guy look like?
short hair, glasses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was just like, what? And then he realized we were buddies.
Yeah.
He was like, holy shit.
Yeah. That's the hardest part of my job right now is interviewing for this position. It's,
Hey,
God.
you know what the hardest part of my life is? Trying to get a goddamn job.
Well, yeah. I mean, the hardest part of my job is, hey,
I'm going to have to go to an open interview on Thursday.
this candidate's not working out. We need you to call them and tell them. I'm like, oh, great. So I get to be that guy. Thanks. Yeah. And so, you know what I told, because me and Bulldog are both big fans of the WWE. So I told this person, good luck in your future endeavors.
God damn.
I was just like, man, that is classic people power right there. John Laurinaitis.
Oh,
Because your first episode, you remember? Like, I listened to it in its entirety just to fucking come on this show and fuck with you. You get on there and you're like, the best tag team in the world was Legion of Doom. Oh, what a rush. You did that? It was so funny.
Oh, he's...
this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm so
He's
glad
trying
I
to
get
bust
sit
my
in
ball.
on
Even
this.
though I do a great What a Rush.
Well, go ahead. Let's hear it.
You ready?
Yes. From the repeat of your first episode, let's flash back nostalgically for all your listeners.
Oh, what a rush.
See? And now he's got to go take a poop.
I just did. I don't even have to go
I
anywhere.
didn't have to go anywhere to do it.
Isn't it disturbing that
You got like the intercom where Cartman hits, Mom, he's at the restroom, back home.
Poop bucket.
Oh, shit.
We're like, hey, Bulldog, we need you to come downstairs and help with Andy. He's like, fuck this, I'm going to take some video.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was his
I provided the true public service
Yeah.
for that endeavor.
I'm sure that's going to end up somewhere.
God,
Oh, it's already up on the page.
Oh, God.
And I
yeah.
shared it through my page also.
So did I tell you I had to report pornographic material that I was
Tagged in.
from my ex-wife that she'd put up on the internet that I just found like 6 months ago.
What was it?
Well, you couldn't see my face, thank God.
He's like, but I know my dick.
And I just hit the mic. Well, yeah, I mean, when you say it's the size of a third world country, of course I know my dick. It's the size of the Philippines for the Philippine listeners.
Oh my God.
I love all you Filipinos. I almost married one once when I worked on the boat, but I was 19. Man.
I didn't have enough disability for that. Couldn't give you the box with the holes. Sorry, baby.
Damn.
God.
Got a Christmas present for you? My dude.
So one of my favorite comedians, Josh Blue, you heard of him, right?
Yes.
So he's married to a Japanese lady.
Yep.
You know that, right? And you've heard his bit about him going over and meeting her parents. What the hell, Josh? What the hell? You brought us a broken one. Like, can you take him back?
I think my favorite city he's ever done is one where he's like talking about when he's in Crenshaw and they didn't understand. He's like, they thought I was throwing up grains. I was like, oh shit, that's great.
My favorite one is when he comes out and he goes, for those of you that don't know, I play on the U.S. Paralympic soccer team. And a few people clap and he goes, thank you. Those of you clapping obviously realize that I represent your country. Those of you not clapping also must realize that I represent your country.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
He has his own strain of marijuana suckers that he sells in Colorado.
See, that's just...
Yeah.
God, I can't wait till that shit's legal.
One of my other favorite comedians.
I wish I hadn't, and I know everybody goes, oh, everybody wished they had. No, I wish I had $250,000 so that when that legislation starts passing here,
Yeah.
I could be one of the first to jump on the dispensary thing and
Fuck yes.
set up my own. And do you know what I would do? I would not lease. I would buy whatever building I'm operating out of, and then I would actually set one of my friends up, be like, hey, do you want to run your own business? It's going to be super fucking easy, and you're going to make a fucking killing.
Yeah. When do I start? I
would literally buy one of my friends a hot dog cart and set up right outside the front door.
Yeah.
I'll bring my wheelchair.
Have you seen
motherfucker, and charge, and just be like, this is how much you pay in rent to sit out in front of the door. I'll buy you the business, blah blah blah, it's yours.
Yeah.
And this is what you pay me.
Fuck yeah. Did you see the fucking thing where like the Girl Scouts sat outside of a dispensary?
Hell yeah, they made a fucking killing.
Yeah, right.
Because
place,
the moms were super smart, and they pre-ordered, like they ordered a shit ton of boxes of cookies, and they sold out within it was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like they had cases upon cases. Sold the fuck out.
So I was working.
If that were me, I'd be like, fuck the Girl Scouts. I would have gone to like Costco.
Yeah.
And all that money would have been mine.
Yeah, I was working offshore at the time in 2014 whenever they legalized it. And offshore, you got a lot of like certifications and shit like that. So I didn't smoke weed because you take randoms all the fucking time. They fucking legalized it in Denver, and I was like, fuck this, dude. I told my company I was working 28 days on and 14 off. I was like, look, I said, I'll pull fucking however long I got to, but when I get off this boat, I'm not stepping foot back on here for about 6 weeks. And they're like, why? I was like, I'm going on vacation. They're like, you're going on a 6-week vacation? I was like, no, I'm going on a week vacation. I'm going to need about 6 weeks of drugs to get out of my system. I didn't tell them that because I was making a lot of money, but fucking, I got off the boat, and me and my friends...
were you doing barge work? Or?
No, I was working offshore. We used to...
drilling.
No, we used to... I worked on a supply boat where you bring like supplies and water and fuel out to the platforms and shit. So
but for a drilling company.
Yeah, for a drilling company. You just bring it out there for the guys that sit on there and shit. But I got off the boat, and I had a few friends. I missed making this much money, and a few of them wanted to go, but none of them had the money. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy your tickets. Let's go. Fucking let's go.
Right.
So it's me and 4 motherfuckers end up in Denver, Colorado on fucking with the cannabis cup. Everything's legal that year. We go there, we find like a party bus, and we rent it like there's this company. We rented the party bus. It was like $700. Thank you for fucking with my head there.
Sorry.
It's like, oh shit, I'm over there now.
Ow.
But it was like $700, and we rented the bus, and the bus just took us down to like all the best dispensaries in town, man. Like everywhere we went, they were just giving out samples and shit like that. We were high as fuck. So finally they take us to the cannabis cup, and we're sitting there in this like getting ready to go up to the convention center, and they got like this kind of like ramp, and down this ramp there's like this alleyway, and down this alleyway they just got tents set up fucking everywhere. And it was the first time I got to try a dab. We're walking. This dude's like, hey man, come over here, man. Like, you want to try a dab? I'm like, what the fuck's a dab, dude? I ain't never heard of this. Like, wax, concentrates. I was like, man, what the fuck is that? I don't know.
Isn't it just concentrated THC?
It's concentrated THC, but it is a whole nother level. Like, I've smoked dabs out of the pens and shit like that, and like, it's great. It gets you high as fuck. But when you hit it off a rig, the only way I can fucking explain it, it's like hot relling weed. I don't know if you know what hot relling is, but yeah, it's pretty much the equivalent of hot relling fucking marijuana. And I took a hit, I exhaled, I started sweating, my hands hit the motherfucking thing. I'm like, that's not weed. That's not weed. That's not weed. And he's laughing his ass off and shit. But everywhere in Denver that day, they were handing out like little, like fucking like Mr. Nice Guy.
Yep, little
baggies. Just handing out with spliffs. I'm talking about like big ass cones and shit rolled, and like, oh, come to our dispensary and shit like that. So I'm on edibles. I'm on everything at this fucking time, and it's 420 at 420 in the town square, and everyone's there, and everyone's gonna spark up at 420. It's like fucking 420. Everyone sparks up. It looks like motherfucking fog mountain and shit. And they ended up having a dispute between some dealers and shit, some drug dealers and some shit. And I was living, I just moved out of New Orleans maybe about 7 months prior to this. I was used to gunshots. I didn't give a shit. So motherfucker, I'm sitting there high as fuck, and all of a sudden just pop, 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 and all this crowd starts going wild and fucking running. My friends take off. I'm high as fuck. I'm just like, look at all the free weed people are dropping.
That would have been me. I would have been too high and been like, Who brought fireworks?
Lord,
look, free joints everywhere.
I was picking up people's blunts. I picked up a blunt that was about yay fucking big and about yay big around. Wasn't even sparked up yet. I'm just like, mine.
God.
And then my friend runs back. He's like, dude, we got a road. They're shooting. I'm like, man, they ain't even nowhere near us. We're good. It's weed.
They're like a block down.
It's like, fuck, I don't hear any bullets whizzing or popping near me. I'm good. Good.
That's the good thing about gunshots. You never hear the one that's meant for you.
Never. Unless you survive. I was like, oh shit.
I always have to explain to people my reasoning for smoking marijuana. Like, I got called into my boss's office like 5 years ago, and he was like, hey, there's a rumor that you smoke marijuana. I'm like,
well, let me just lay that rumor to rest.
So I'm like, and? I was like, what do you want to know? I was like, I've never come to work high. I promise I'll never come to work high. Like, I'll never do work while I'm inebriated. This is what I do at home during my own time. This is what I do at home because what people don't understand about cerebral palsy is there's a lot of spasms involved in that. In different muscle regions, like, and you don't know when they're coming, where they're coming. Like, there's been times where I'll spill a drink down the front of me, you know, not even on purpose, you know. And so
they spill drinks on themselves on purpose.
Yeah. So like,
it's fucking cold.
So like 10 years ago, you know, I tried marijuana for the first time, and I was like, man, I'm so relaxed, I'm so chill. Like, there's not, because with muscle relaxers, what you deal with is a lot of fogginess. Yeah. Anytime you're taking anything like that. So I used to be on baclofen for a long time. That's usually the go-to for anybody with cerebral palsy is, hey, let's give you baclofen, or let's do something further and let's put a baclofen pump. Yeah. They wanted to do that for me. And I'm like, no, I've had 6-7 surgeries. Like, you're not implanting something into my body that's going to have a battery in it. Like, no thanks. So the baclofen wasn't working. And so I was like, well, you know, I can't take weed everywhere with me, you know, because I don't have a medical card yet. I don't have any of that stuff because, like we've discussed, Indiana's really backwards.
Yeah.
Illinois already has medical in the bag.
Which, what'll happen is when they realize the revenue that they're making from that here in 2 years, 3 years, Illinois is going to be like, fuck it, open the gate.
Well, you do realize with the medical card, you can have it delivered to your house just like you'd have pizza delivered. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I can't remember what country it is, but there's a country, I think it's like Puerto Rico or South America or something like that, where they just legalized everything. They were just like, everything's legal. Fucking heroin, whatever you want, but the stigma of it, of like getting it, is like fucking, that's what most people go for. Is like, oh, it's fucking, let me go try this.
Marijuana's relaxing. Like, the worst thing I'm gonna murder is my fridge. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm gonna make a whole
bag of Doritos.
I'm gonna make a whole plate of brownies, and I'm gonna get diabetes. You know what I mean? Just, you know.
I like the meme online. It's like a drunk person will run a stop sign. A fucking high person will sit there and wait for it to turn green.
Yeah.
Yep.
Being high.
I've been there.
Being high literally saved my fucking life one time. If I was not stoned off my ass, there is no fucking way I'd be alive right now. Because me and my friend, we went and smoked, and we got high as fuck. Just got couch locked. And we finally was like, fuck it, let's go. You just couch locked. You just can't fucking move. Everyone's been there has been stoned, but finally we got up off our ass and we went back to his old lady's house so you go get bitched at and shit. But as we're driving, I was driving in fucking Grand Isle, Louisiana, and it was on fucking, it was like a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. I hit this red light, and had I not been, or I wasn't even a red light, I crossed the bridge and I stopped at the light and it was green. I was getting ready to turn right, and had I not been high, I just would have been up, green light, I'm going. But high, paranoid me was like, let me stop and make sure there's no cops. I look right, I look left, a fucking semi-truck blows through that motherfucker doing about 50 miles an hour. I was like, man, I'd be fucking dead right now.
Yeah.
Thank you, weed.
So, when you were talking about edibles, so
I've actually had those.
I've only had edibles once in my life, and I did not realize until, you know, years later listening to Joe Rogan, you know, talk about Joey Diaz, goddamn Uncle Joey. And the amount of edibles he eats a day is staggering.
Well, you know, he actually stopped.
Did he?
Yeah, for the Sober October thing, he stopped eating edibles and shit.
Oh my god!
Somebody made me a plate of chocolate chip cookies.
See, when I was in high school, man, everyone was getting popped for smoking weed and shit. So I just started cooking my shit and bringing brownies to fucking school and just eating brownies throughout the day and just be high all the fucking time.
See, the thing
and then,
is,
like, of course, they thought I was an asshole. Like, hey, man, let me get a brownie. I'm like, fuck you. I'm like, oh, you fat fuck you.
with the edibles, so Joe Rogan explains it very well.
Yes,
but when you eat marijuana, your body
processes
metabolizes it differently and turns it into what's called 11-hydroxymetabolite. And it is 5 times more psychoactive than smoking marijuana.
And then I like the next bit of his thing where he's like, and you can talk to dolphins.
And it'll let you talk to dolphins.
Fucking love
my dog talked to me, I swear to God. This
dude,
goofy ass grin. He was like,
I was not, like, no one educated me on what I was about to do. And I was not prepared for that.
No,
see, that's when you should have called me and been like, Andy,
This is when I was living in Vegas.
See,
this was a long time ago.
I had the theory that you went there to be a stripper, but,
Showgirls did not go well for him.
Like, there were
it went too well. That's why I had to come home.
There were periods in my adolescence where you just disappeared, and I'm like, well, hopefully you didn't fucking die. Like...
You heard of Chippendales? Well, I was part of Chocolate Chippendales. It's all fat guys.
Because I remember...
Chicks dig us.
I remember right after I graduated, you remember showing up to my parents' house and what were you driving, a Camaro or something?
Yeah.
How did you fit in it?
And fucking like...
Motherfucker.
Fucking like blonde ass hair.
Yep.
Shaved on the sides and shit. Like you were about to... fight some midgets or something, like,
or it looked like I went to Bayside High School.
Yeah,
with Zach
yeah,
Morris
you look like Zach Morris. So I did comedy.
Also, at this time, I weighed like 255, 260, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
I was pro wrestling at the time. So
he steps out of the car. I'm like, who the fuck's that guy? Right? It's Bulldog. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, it was crazy because I hadn't seen him in
years.
Yeah.
It had probably... You graduated what year?
98.
Yeah. And I moved away in 93.
Yeah.
So...
I just became friends with your dad on Facebook, so that should be interesting.
Oh, now?
Yeah. Yeah. He's never been friends with me on Facebook. Like, I'm sure he hears stuff from you about me.
My dad knows who you are. Yeah.
But I've never met your dad personally or anything like that, so... But my parents, anytime I talk about you, they just start laughing.
It's weird. I tried to friend request your parents several times, and they're like, hell no.
Bulldog Malenko, who's that?
I had enough of that little bastard at my house when he was growing up.
Who's Malenko? Who's Dean Malenko? Like...
I watch WWE. Does anyone watch UFC?
Boy, I was waiting to talk about. Did you watch UFC last night, Andy?
No, I did not.
Oh my god! Okay, first of all, we'll just talk about John Jones. Roided out, beat the shit out of Gustafson.
The whole John Jones thing is actually like.
Do you know what the half-life is of Turinabol?
Yeah,
16 hours.
Yeah, but
if they were trace amounts, that means that
it's metabolite. Listen to the JRE podcast where the fucking Nowitzki dude.
I know how they're trying to cover it, and then there's reality and there are facts.
Give a fuck, man. Let them all juice up.
That's what I think.
Fucking kill each other.
That's just
I don't give a shit.
You know
I want to see some gladiator shit in that fucking ring.
That's my opinion of all professional sports.
Throw some fucking tigers in that shit.
How about each team for whatever sport has to hire their own physician to oversee the cycle that these guys do, and let's see the pinnacle of human evolution.
Yeah, I want to see Captain America out there tackling motherfuckers and shit.
Who was it in the UFC? Oh, Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
Nate Diaz flat out said, he goes, everybody's on steroids.
Yeah,
that's just it. You know these guys are going to do it, but if they have to hide it, they're probably doing it improperly. Yeah. And there is a way to cycle properly.
Yeah,
so that you can minimize the health risks and the effects. You're still going to have effects, but you can minimize them, and you can be observed, and they can monitor your levels. You have to go get blood tests once or twice a week. But I think that if you do that, you create a safer environment for these dudes to become the best that they can possibly be. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I love the NFL. But I will absolutely tell you the NFL would be super fucking boring if you didn't have juice to the gills monsters out on that field.
Yeah, go ahead and inject steroids into my legs. Let's see what happens.
Big
just
ass
makes
legs
it-
that don't do shit.
Right.
Now I gotta drag these motherfuckers around.
Yeah.
God damn, I should have skipped leg day.
I do every
He
day.
does. Yep.
Every day.
What's
Every
leg
day?
day?
Yep. They call me flamingo thighs.
That's like
You know?
that's like one time Andy, I love Andy, and he gets on Facebook and he'll post, a bunch of inspirational shit because he's got to be all inspirational because he's got cerebral palsy and shit.
Are you
Right.
jealous?
Nah, yeah, because all I got is fat, ugly, and tiny dick. I really can't put a spin on that. And they're like, lose weight, But he posted some inspirational shit. He was like, man, and then someone got on there and was like, yeah, and Andy, you're an inspiration to me. You've been an inspiration. So I commented, I was like, yeah, you inspired me too. After I seen them skinny ass legs, I hit the gym and started.
I used to make fun of this guy I worked with, Tracy Cates. Like he body builds. Like that's what he does. He's be a fitness trainer and all this shit. And so all I do all day long is make fun of his skinny ass calves. Like, yeah, look at those calves on a moo boy. Moo moo, moo moo.
Oh, but with the UFC though, last night.
Oh.
So okay, John Jones, Gustafson, sure, blah blah blah, whatever.
Fucking Nunez.
Hold on, we're gonna get to that. Chiesa, Chiesa, fucking up. Oh my god, why can't I think of his name?
I can't even remember. I don't even remember the fight. I only got to watch like the last.
Anyway,
3.
that Chiesa dude, he's legit. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I think my favorite.
That fucking Kimura lock when he extended that bitch and used his lat. Joe Rogan even described. He goes, he used his lat to push down on his shoulder.
Yeah,
it's one of the smartest things I've ever seen. That's a fight IQ above. Like, who realizes? Oh, this part of my body will help put pressure right there, and I can extend his arm behind him.
Dude.
And he was hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt after that. But okay, Amanda Nunes knocking Chris Cyborg the fuck out in
First
51 seconds.
Round. Dude, that should cement her place as the motherfucking
I love
champion.
life's lasted longer than that.
Dude, and do you know who Chris Cyborg is, Andy?
No.
Chris Cyborg, she's Brazilian too, isn't she?
I think so.
She's this big Brazilian chick. Like, she's a monster. She was the most feared fighter on the planet up until last night. And then this little half-cocked midget named Amanda Nunes fucked her shit up.
Dude, you can call her half-cocked midget, but that chick
She is the baddest bitch on the planet. She legitimately is.
She fucked goddamn Ronda Rousey up so much. She was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to start fake fighting.
Right. Holly Holm is the first one that beat Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
With that kick. Amanda Nunes made Ronda Rousey retire from MMA. Like, beat her soul
She straight
out of
fucking
her.
did like what she did to Cyborg, man.
Yeah.
She was just
And that was what, 56 seconds?
yeah, it was 50 some odd seconds,
Yeah.
man. It was like, fuck.
And then she did the same thing to Chris Cyborg. And now she's the first ever women's dual champion.
I'd only last 50 seconds with Rousey, too. Probably less than that.
Travis Brown's like, bruh, it's hard for me to make the minute and a half mark. I'm like, I'm gonna come, and then she slaps an armbar on me. No, you're not.
Oh, man.
So when I did go to Orlando back in October, my
That was a weird segue.
yeah.
I was like,
goddamn.
I've always had this dream. You're right. Bulldog, we've known each other a long time. I'm a huge Hulk Hogan fan. So I asked my wife. I said, we're so close to Hogan's Beach Shop in Orlando. Can we go check it out? I've never been. There's supposedly a whole bunch of merchandise in there. There's belts from every championship he's ever held. Can we go check it out? And she's like, well, absolutely. So we go check out Hogan's Beach Shop in Orlando. It's not a very big shop. The first thing you see when you go in the door, though, is the red and yellow Viper from when he signed with WCW. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I'm sitting there telling all the people that's in the shop at the time about the history behind everything that's in the building, basically, like I'm a fucking tour guide, right? So we get to the counter. I got a T-shirt. She's a big Dean Ambrose fan, so she got a Dean Ambrose class. And then Big John asked that we pick him up a do-rag from Hogan's Beach Shop. So, of course, I had to do that. She's like, oh, would you like to take a picture with the Hulk Hogan statue? You bought X number of merchandise. Like, take a picture with the statue, either the NWO Hogan or the Hulkamania Hogan.
It would have been Hollywood all day. That's where I would have been.
I still haven't forgiven him for that. That ruined
greatest swerve in wrestling.
Best heel turn ever.
Fucking ruined my childhood, man. The next day at school when he fucking leg dropped goddamn Macho Man Randy said, I'm like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, man.
I mean, so she hands me the belt from WrestleMania 3. So here, you can take a picture with this. God dang, this thing's heavy, right?
God dang, I wish I could run faster.
I'm flexing as hard as I can, next to the statue and whatnot. So we get all our stuff. We get ready to leave. You have anything signed by Hulk Hogan? I'm like, no, why? Oh, well, here. Takes this thing off display, hands it to me. It's a picture of the stare down between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant from WrestleMania 3 with Hulk Hogan's autograph right in the center of it.
That is sweet.
Yeah. That was too sweet.
See, man, why could it not have fucking cerebral palsy? I don't ever get free shit.
Like, it wasn't a Make-A-Wish moment with John Cena or anything like that.
John Cena. Did you see John Cena try to get his Make-A-Wish with the Man on Tuesday night?
No.
No one can see
I
John
guess I missed
Cena.
that.
No one's seen it.
John Cena tried to shake the Man, Becky Lynch's hand. And Becky just looked at him and goes, you can't see me, and walked right on by him. And John was like, oh, okay. Like, it was kind of cool to see Cena put over the top talent in the company for once.
The best part of
zing!
The best part of Monday Night Raw, though, was McMahon Claus.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I haven't watched wrestling in forever. Andy's tried to invite me over, just I can't get back in.
You hung out.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Pay-per-view.
The NXT, watching NXT, you will be like, I want to watch this every week.
No, it won't be like that.
I promise you.
I've got nothing against wrestling. I understand it's a soap opera for grown-ups, for men, and shit like that.
No, these guys are on a whole different level.
It's too much talking nowadays.
Nope, that's why you would love NXT.
Yeah.
NXT is WWE's developmental territory.
Yeah,
and it is run completely by Triple H.
Because they can't even spell next right. Yeah.
There's the old NXT title.
There's your ugly ass feet under the desk. He's
like, I ain't wearing shoes.
Man, I'll throw you down them stairs. Right? Take video of that.
That's why I didn't want to come out there and help you. You didn't want to get no splinters.
I watched that video while y'all was talking about something I wasn't paying attention to.
Well, I was like, too,
were you watching the video of you?
Yeah, I was like, damn, good thing I wore nice underwear nobody could see.
I didn't want to see that video.
I was just like, damn.
It was 2 times where he kind of rotated.
I thought I was going to fall off that shoulder and go bouncing, man. I was like, man, I just got these glasses. Medicaid only pays for one.
Hey, man, just get hard and your tripod would have stopped you on the way down.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Stop.
It's not a grappling hook.
Thank God. Don't need you shooting that motherfucker out randomly. Just randomly have a grappling hook cock hit your fucking throat.
So, my wife, when she was going to veterinary school, I guess
that was a good segue. Talking about that cock and choking a bitch is like, well, my wife.
Yeah, he's the king of some segue shit.
Yeah. So when she was going to veterinary school, I guess ducks have a grappling hook cock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They have spikes and stuff on it. I'm like, holy crap.
You learned some interesting shit.
I'm just like, you ain't going nowhere. Get back here.
That's how mine does.
Oh, man. I can't fucking keep a lady in my life. Nothing, man. It's just me and Princess Leia. Just still going to town.
I do. As long as
call her
lock the
Jill.
door.
Yeah. I got Princess Leia and then Amidala's over here.
Jill.
Jill.
J-I-L-L.
Yeah.
Shut up. That was a genuine laugh, and then you realize you were genuinely laughing.
He's like, fuck you, I'm going to be an asshole now.
We could talk about way back when we thought we were going to be the next members of Boys to Men.
Motherfucker. So me and this,
I think
me and
y'all
this
are the
motherfucker.
wrong color for that.
Shut up. Don't
We
be a
didn't
dream
think so.
crusher.
We were breaking down barriers,
Right.
motherfucker.
Right.
I'm from Mississippi, you know I'm
We
racist.
used to sing together all the time when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like, no shit. We
And
were
he
in honors
got a
choir
band before
together.
I did. Yeah.
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 Nobody wanted me to be the lead singer. They're
That's
like,
good.
that's not entertaining.
Because they thought that it was just going to be Timmer!
Libla, libla, Timmer, and lords of the underworld.
Gotta quit smoking. Never.
Never. I've tried. I just
See,
can't.
that's what I need, a job that allows me to smoke.
I love my job. I fucking
People take all kinds of smoke breaks.
So that's like Andy. Andy talks about. I don't smoke at work. I don't do that. No, I got the complete opposite philosophy. I go in my first day in a new job high as fuck.
Just
That
to
way-
set the
That
expectations.
way they think that's normal. He normally smells like weed. He's got red eyes.
Yeah, I could blame a lot on my disability and just be like, this is how it is, man.
Like my
Right.
second day bricklaying and shit. Like my fucking it wasn't my second day. It was like my third day or something like that. My boss just kind of like peeked up and surprised me in my car during the break and knocked on the fucking window, and I rolled down the window and just watched the plume of smoke hit him in the fucking face. I was like, well, I'm fired. It's like, no, he went and told everyone, I think Josh smokes weed.
Hey,
Yeah.
have you guys seen Bird Box?
No, I don't have Netflix. I'm poor.
Oh, damn.
I don't think my startle reflex could handle it.
Dude, I just fucking all. It's,
They're like, it's a suspenseful movie. I'm like, so what you're saying is I need to wear a diaper.
I might need one too, 'cause I don't have control of my ass anymore either.
The only Bird Box I know about is the one I get
Oh,
on the $5
my
menu
God.
at KFC.
Dude, that's
Time out. I appreciate what you just did there. I don't think Andy quite fucking caught it.
My brain only works at 2 mile an hour, so
Here in like 20 minutes, he's going to be like, oh my God.
his brain.
No, I
He
wasn't.
said, I might need to wear one too. He's like, I don't have control over my ass anymore either.
I can't help it that your legs and brain work at the same speed. Calm down.
it's a little damage. It's a little damage to the cerebral cortex. That's why they call me the cerebral assassin.
Cerebrally assassinated.
They don't call me that. Shut up, JFK. See what I did there? Ooh.
Need to go out
There
for
was a
ride,
second
clear
shooter.
it.
Yes, there was.
Right? He was in the sewer.
To
Teenage
Pennywise.
Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a Half Shell. We shot the president.
Damn.
You weren't expecting that either, were you? Hey, kid.
all right there, Krusty.
Yeah, my wife says that all the time. You know how I can really turn her off? Oh, I got turned off. What happened?
You know how
What?
I turn off women?
What
Did
happened?
he pull the fucking plug out?
I don't know. What did I do?
I don't think it's pulled out. It's still in there.
What happened? Oh, everything went dead now.
How about now?
Nope.
I'm still dead.
What about
Still
now?
dead.
Still dead.
Somebody disabled me.
Look,
I'm I'm not disabled now.
the first one over here, the first, wiggle it a little bit there.
Oh,
Are you back?
that's too funny. My microphone got disabled.
Your headphones did.
That
Your
that,
microphone was still fine.
that happened when I did a show in Madisonville. My microphone came unplugged, and I was like,
People had to be sitting there like, did he plan that?
so there was a lady on oxygen in the front row, right? So when
It's always good to bring to a comedy club.
Yeah.
so they got it plugged back in. And I said, wow, even the microphones in Madisonville are disabled. She's pushing that oxygen as hard as she could. Like, man, I'm really going to kill tonight.
Literally.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. Can't believe I fucked that up. Didn't take long, did it?
That's why you had to use the restroom before you got here, because if you would have left it any time during the podcast, but well, we'll have Andy back next time.
Right. Next time on the show, try not to pee in the litter box, Andy.
Oh, man.
That's probably what he did, right?
I thought about
He
it.
went in there and pissed in my cat's litter box.
I thought about it for a minute, and I was like, no, it'd be dirty of me. I just sprinkled a little.
Spray a little bit. Mark territory.
Did you notice that we have Mexican cats?
What?
That's why we built a wall around the litter box.
We got Oh, watch it, Trump.
Wow.
It's for you.
It's still a partial government shutdown right now.
Man, I wish my job was like that. Like, oh, I ain't getting my way. All right, I need a paid 2-week vacation.
Right?
Like, I'm done. Let's shut this shit down.
If I were the president, I would just be like, hey, we're going to go ahead and shut down for like 4 years.
If I was the fucking president, I would just like get in office and retire as soon as they let me know about motherfucking Area 51 and shit like that. I'm like, all right, I'm good. That's all I need to know. I just want to know if we fucking met the fucking aliens or not.
They've been here forever.
No, they haven't, man. There's no way. Aliens came back in the past, obviously, but they ain't coming around no more.
No, there's a couple that probably got left behind.
Man, why do aliens always goddamn get the fucking... You don't ever fucking get a goddamn scholar from fucking Los Angeles with a PhD to get it abducted. No, you go, hey, man, I just got abducted from a fucking alien.
Hold on. Think about this. There probably are plenty of intelligent people. If abductions are real, they have been abducted. However, how does society treat these people? What would be their incentive to tell anyone anything?
Shit.
Because the first thing they're going to say is, you're absolutely crazy. We got to lock you up.
Yeah.
That's why, like, have you ever read Chariots of the Gods?
Of course.
I fucking...
Eric Von Daniken.
I don't know how to read.
It's another disability. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I firmly believe they came back, like, during the start of civilization and that.
I think that we are a genetics experiment.
Yeah, I think we're a failed experiment gone wrong.
And that's why we've been abandoned.
Yeah, they're like, nah, we're like that fucking show on Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
just
let them kill themselves off.
They'll
wipe out here soon.
I've always told people if I was born a horse, they would have taken me out back and shot me already. You know, I mean, think about it. Think about it. Humans, we're the only ones that if there's something wrong with you when you're born, they do everything they can to keep you alive.
Right. We expect humans to suffer, but an animal will put out of.
That's why I'm a firm believer in assisted suicide. I don't. I don't see why it's so fucking terrible for someone to humanely make the decision that, like, okay, I have this disease. So I'm going to die.
Here's the craziness.
I'm going to take my own life.
This is where, like, okay, I understand why certain civilizations implemented eugenics.
Yeah.
Into, like, the Spartans. If any child was born with any kind of deformity, they were tossed off a cliff.
Yeah.
And that was... Andy would have been totally thrown off that cliff.
They would have done the Simba shit and been like, whoop, see ya.
I'll see you later.
With no parachute.
But now, a lot of people are considered... Like, people are so stupid, but we now have the genetic possibility to correct things in the womb.
Yeah, that fucking Chinese dude was over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like things like cerebral palsy or any kind of other defect that happens in the womb or through the transition of birth can be eliminated. And now people are like, well, you're playing God, blah, blah, blah. First of all, shut up. There's no evidence of your bullshit. Yeah. Second of all, you literally think that it would be better for someone to suffer whatever deformity, like debilitating anything, than to have an even keel shot at life.
I have a different outlook, I believe, because of the situation I'm in. You know, I feel if I was born as a normal human being, whatever the fuck that is, that I would have a different outlook. Maybe.
Well, yeah.
But I believe that because of the situation that I've been given and the cards that I've been dealt, as shitty as those cards may seem to some people, they've given me some advantages that I wouldn't have otherwise. I wouldn't have that.
That's very true. But also, you wouldn't have had the struggle. Like, that's just it. You are you because of what you went through.
Mm-hmm. And I was the first disabled person you'd ever met. I mean, you never had
that's true.
that experience before. You never knew.
We were forced to sit together on the bus.
Assigned seating.
Yep, assigned seating. And I was just, when I saw his
God
name,
damn it, man.
I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I ain't ever gonna have no friends at school now.
Right?
Like he stereotyped me, like
I did too.
from the
Like,
get-go.
I thought he was retarded. And I mean, now 27 years later, I'm truly
Positive
convinced.
he's
Yes,
retarded.
I mean, I know for a fact, but it's a great retarded because his retarded matches my retarded. And that's why
he was always that kid in music class. Can we retard a little bit? And he was like, sure, let's do it.
So there was only like one fucking handicapped person at our school. And like, you know, when I was in Oak Grove High School, I don't even remember his name, but his dumb ass only had like one arm.
Yeah, you told me that story.
I told him this story, and it's great.
Yeah.
This motherfucker made the poor high school decision to be a bully in high school with one arm. So I'm in line with my friends one time, and he had his arm was like right where the nub, like right where your elbow is. That's where his nub was. I'm sorry, his noob was.
His noob.
But anyhow, I'll be at lunch line and shit, and I'm just shooting the shit with my friends and stuff, and all of a sudden this motherfucker just right in the back of the fucking head. And I'm like, what the fuck? I turn around, I'm like, dude, what the fuck's your problem, man? He's fucking just talk some bullshit or whatever. And he's like, oh, turn around, bitch. I was like, alright, man, fucking just chill out. You ain't got no reason to fucking do this shit. I'm just fucking chill out. Turn back around, start shooting shit with my friends again. About 30 seconds later, he fucking knocks me in the back of the fucking head again. And I can already feel a fucking knot on the back of my head.
That would have been the end of that.
And
right
I turned
there.
around and I was like, look, dude, I'm warning you twice. This is it. There's no fucking warning. Nothing else. Don't fuck with me again. I mean, you're gonna have fucking problems. I don't give a fuck if you got one arm or not. Don't fucking touch me again. Well, whatever. Turn around, start shooting shit with my friends. Motherfucking about 10 seconds later, he fucking does it again. So maybe I shouldn't have beat him up like this, but I did a little asshole thing. But I turned around, and he was right. It was where his little fucking hand was. So I took my left hand, and I grabbed his, or I took my right arm, and I grabbed his left arm, and hooked it under mine, and just started throwing some haymakers over his little nub that was waving in my face as he was trying to hit. I got about 3 hits in before the fucking teachers all fucking like, oh shit, he's beating up the special kid, and come running the fuck over.
And that's the wrestling move they call armed robbery.
That's my finisher. Armed robbery.
That's what I told him. He goes, so what do you think about that? Being a disabled person, what do you think about me kicking that, beating up that guy? I'm like, well, if he's an asshole and deserved it, you know, he deserved it. Doesn't matter if he's disabled or not. Doesn't give you the right to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, look, I've taken plenty of arm crutch hits from him through the years.
Yeah.
If someone else were to do that I didn't know,
Yeah, it's over.
I'm kicking your fucking crutches out from under you and you're gonna eat shit.
Yeah.
And then if you still want to go, we can go.
Yeah. Well, my dad's.
Like I've always said, I don't care if you're blind, crippled, or crazy, 9 or 99. I will fuck you up.
Yeah, Mike Tyson said it best. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Oh, man. Have you ever fucking been on YouTube and there was an old fucking, someone did a song out of his quotes? Someone made a fucking song out of Mike Tyson's
I'm gonna
quotes.
have to look that
and
up.
let me fucking tell you, it's one of the funniest fucking things you will ever fucking listen to. Because one of the fucking parts of the song is like, I'm on the Zoloft to keep from killing y'all. And it's like, I'm like, these are fucking Mike Tyson quotes.
I remember that interview.
Oh my God. I don't care if Mike Tyson's 100 years old. I ain't fucking
And then
with him.
when he told that female reporter, I'll fuck you till you love me.
That's like Rampage Jackson, man. Rampage Jackson used to be wild in interviews, man. Fucking Jesus. I felt sorry for anyone that had tits and had to do a fucking interview with that motherfucker. He probably would have tried to grab mine. Fuck that. Oh my God. That was a fucking beast look.
Mike Tyson.
Fucking Mike Tyson.
I still remember playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I was so
Hell
bad.
yeah.
I was so bad at that game.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody was bad at that.
Everyone, man.
You were great till you started getting up like who was the fighter right before Tyson? God damn, he was the son of a bitch. And then Tyson, if you didn't get that pattern down real quick,
yeah,
you're knocked out in the first round.
Okay, I got the power gloves. It's like, don't matter. You still gonna suck it. So I've hered on your podcast you talking about Red Dead. So I finally started playing it.
Oh yeah, you did get to play it.
Yeah,
fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I haven't got to play it.
I told my wife, I was like, so I did 2 years of therapeutic horseback riding for my disability. I was like, I feel this prepares me to play Red Dead Redemption. She goes, "You're so full of shit." Like, that has nothing. Like, if I had to, Jesus, like you told me before, it's a slow burn. It's one of those that you really have to spend some time and dedicate to. I guess kind of like Skyrim, sort of.
Have you seen the meme that says, I went into Best Buy and I couldn't remember that I was going to pick up Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, I couldn't remember to say that. And when the person asked me what game I was looking for, I panicked and said, "Yeehaw, Skyrim."
Wow. I'm trying to find that shit I sent my wife the other night that I thought was pretty funny. I send her some messed up stuff that I don't post on Facebook.
Red Dead Online is still glitchy as shit. Like, there is some of the weirdest stuff happening in that online world.
I still fucking hate y'all for being able to play. Damn money.
Yeah.
It sucks being the only motherfucking species on the goddamn face of the fucking earth that has to pay to live and exist here.
Right?
It fucking sucks. I got 2 jobs.
Unless you're me.
Fuck you, big
God
dick.
damn it.
All right.
Fuck you big dick crippled bastard.
That's going to be my porno name. Big dick crippled bastard.
Luckily, I don't ever have to worry about any ex releasing any porn involving me because you're not fucking this. And they'll be like, I'm going to show the world. I
don't
That's
know.
kind of how that's the boat I'm in.
I don't know
I'm
why
safe.
she thought that was a good idea.
Oh, shit. She's like, look at this monster cock. That's going in the motherfucking big dick category.
We went and saw Aquaman the other day.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was real good. So it reminds me of this meme. When you're watching Aquaman and you notice they have sharks with laser beams on their heads, and it's a picture of Dr. Evil. Yeah. Well, it was pretty good movie overall. You know.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
I feel like if I go see that movie, I'm probably going to be attracted to Jason Momoa afterwards. So
How are you not already?
I'm just...
Like, forget even how he looks. Like, have you ever just seen videos of, like, interviews with him and stuff? He's just a wonderful fucking human being.
I
Are
really
you talking
had to
about
follow
me
this.
again?
No. No one is talking about... No one is motherfucking mentioning the words wonderful and Andy Imlay in the same sentence.
Except for my wife.
Unless it's your eulogy.
Damn. Like they had to hurry up and get me on this podcast. Like, I'm not sure how much long I got left. You know?
Shit, yeah, it might be your last podcast. We might die getting down them goddamn
Right?
steps.
Get splinters in my ass from your wooden stairs.
And don't worry about Josh at all in this situation. Just worry about yourself, you asshole.
Did somebody say what?
Let me not worry about the fucking Gollum giant I got fucking carrying me. He's expendable. I'm basically the fucking dude from goddamn Ace Ventura. Turn around.
No, you guys
He
are.
didn't even ask me how much I weighed. He was just like, "Yeah, let's do this."
Yeah, fuck
You
it.
guys are like.
I've dated bigger bitches than you.
You guys are like Humongous and Master Blaster. Fucking Thunderdome.
Oh Jesus!
I was on this podcast.
Andy's gonna be the crippled midget riding on your shoulder.
I was on this podcast down in Louisville called About Time, and guy challenges me to an arm wrestling contest. So next time I'm down in Louisville, I have to arm wrestle.
It's one of those you just want to look at him and be like, you realize I walk with my arms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, well, it'll be a mode of transportation match, like my legs versus your arms. I'm like, how the hell is that gonna work?
He throws his foot up on the fucking
Like,
arm
no.
wrestling table.
Like, no, like I may have to bring out my alter ego for this stuff.
Andy, arm wrestling champion. Indian leg wrestling, not so good.
I don't know if you were around for the middle school days where I was arm wrestling people for lunch money, because I was just fucking hungry, man.
Fuck these free lunches. I want an extra one.
Oh God, do you remember the lunch pizza?
Oh,
I can still taste it in my mouth.
what about getting your arm broken wrestling?
That's how I
Fuck, that sucks.
Can you still feel that?
Yup.
Get these hands, huh?
insert feeling Grandpa joke here.
Dude, that was just one of those things where the kid that I was wrestling, and we were just in practice, and his name was Scott Morgan, and when he shot in for a double leg, and I like kicked out to block him, and I had this arm around him, and if I would have driven him straight down though, he would have gone straight on his face with nothing to protect him, with my weight coming down. I mean, dude, I couldn't. So I tried to drive him over sideways, and his rib cage went right in the middle of my arm and snapped my arm completely in half. Like right here, my arm bent like this to my chest.
Nice.
Oh my god!
You could see the bones.
No, it wasn't a compound
No?
fracture. No,
Oh.
it was close. But
See, I heard a rumor back then it was.
no, no. There's no scar or anything there. No.
I got enough scars for the both of us. So. Want to know how I got these scars? The hell?
I believe Danielle is up.
I was like, is church going on? Like, what's going on?
Fucking is the second coming, man. I was like, shit, this wasn't supposed to be real.
Like, wow, should I start rubbing my legs now or later?
Shit.
Oh fuck! You got any shows coming up, Josh?
We've got the January 8th thing at Jay's.
Yeah.
At 8
Are you going to
o'clock.
do that?
I'll be in the audience. Depends on
He
how
doesn't want to get molested again.
depends on how the crowd is.
I'll be honest, man. Last time the crowd sucked. I mean, they were there, and they were laughing and shit like that, but they were fucking obnoxiously fucking.
But like
loud,
I told
man.
him, that's the first time we'd ever tried to do comedy there, so it's going to take a little bit to get acclimated.
I mean, if you go to,
Oh, I don't give a shit, man.
if you
I
go
love
to a
asshole
bar
crowds.
like, if you go to a bar like that, it's gonna be loud. No matter
Oh, yeah.
what.
I mean, I told
half the crowd's there to see you, half the crowd's just there to
Literally
drink,
get
and they're like,
fucked
"What
up.
the fuck is this?"
It's not
Like,
even half the crowd was there for us. man.
Yeah.
I told Torn after the show, like, the TVs have to be shut off. Like, you can't have distractions. If you want,
Yeah, I was trying to watch a fucking football game.
If you
during my
want,
set.
if you
Oh,
want people to pay attention to comedy, you've got to cut out those distractions.
yeah,
And if the place isn't willing to do that, then you shouldn't be doing comedy there.
yeah,
Right.
That chick had been warned and told to shut. Like literally, I'm in the crowd and I'm sitting there with my two friends. I'm like, man, as soon as I get on stage, I'm gonna berate this bitch. I've got nothing else to say. I'm just aiming at this fucking chick, man. She's fucking obnoxiously fucking
Well, I
loud.
did too, and she gave it to me. All right.
Yeah, see, apparently I'm fat and ugly and kinwalk, so I guess she didn't want nothing to do with that.
I asked my wife. I'm like, "Where were you?" I was at the bar getting a drink. That's not
laughing.
That's not what she sounds like if she listens to this. I'm not trying to get it at home. I love you long time. And then they moved it to the third Wednesday in January.
The Boca Lounge,
Stoners.
Oh, Stoners, and then
Formerly Southside in Boonville.
Yeah.
That's the room I run.
that's a fun fucking place. That is
Because I laid down the
Do you guys
rules.
do it in the back room?
No,
In the front there?
In
Yeah.
the front,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right in the front when you walk in.
16th?
But then I know we got Boca Lounge coming up sometime too.
I think so. There might have been some miscommunication with Torn. I'm
Yeah.
not sure
Not sure
what the deal is with that. But,
miscommunication from Baby DMX.
but Boca's always fun. I worked it like 2 years ago, something like that. I don't
Didn't
know.
you just do one here recently at Boca with the comedy show, the fucking magician shit with Brandon and all them?
That was Lamasco.
Oh, Lamasco.
Yeah, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was a last minute fill in for.
Jew Boy, who was
Jew
supposed
Boy.
to be Mike Kundruff.
Isn't
Yeah.
that who was supposed to be here
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, it seems like I'm always
Yeah.
filling in for the
Yeah.
Jew. Instead of the Jew, let's get the disabled guy. They both were killed in the Holocaust. Like,
Fucking hide in the wall better next time, motherfucker. Don't write a diary so
just
much. Listen for
just as
shit.
many disabled people were killed in the Holocaust as there were Jews.
Yeah, I just got off a 3-day ban because of a fucking Jew joke on Facebook.
Can't put them in the oven. Nope.
Nope. I said, what's the difference
on
between a
Facebook.
pizza and an oven? It was a
Pizza doesn't scream.
Yeah, pizza doesn't try to claw and scratch its way out of the fucking oven when you throw it in there. And I got 3 days for that. There was a couple other memes they were throwing on top of that. That might have been a reason.
I went to a disability conference like 2 years ago, and they did some history behind some of the things they used to do to disabled people, like back in the 20s, 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they used to sterilize people because they thought it was genetic and you could pass it on to somebody.
They should fucking bring that back and just start sterilizing a bunch of people because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
so many motherfuckers.
Except for
We
me.
need to start in the South.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just like,
You should have to take an IQ test before you have a kid, man. We should like do
you
like
should
some
take an
China
IQ
shit.
test for your president. Like,
Shit.
God.
Oh shit! And that's why we had George Bush, and now
Who
we
does
got,
not spell check their Twitter account? I mean, come on. who does not spell check their resumes? I mean, I'm getting some horrendous ones, man. I'm just like, I had one lady couldn't even spell her last name right. I'm like, nope.
Dude, I fucking work. My mom, she used to work at a convenience store, and they had to like take this stupid fucking like hour and a half test for their fucking application. We had to answer a bunch of questions, and one of the questions was, have you ever killed someone and gotten away with it? And someone had fucking filled out yes. I'm like, why would you? What?
Well, now you have it.
Now you got caught because you fucking tried to get a job at a goddamn gas station. You stupid fuck.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it's like an hour and a half test to get a job at the dollar store.
Fuck that, man.
Like, what? You mean the Hatfield Mall? That's what they call. That's what they call that down there, Bulldog. They call it the
Dollar
mall.
General.
Yeah, they call it the
Hatfield
mall because that's the biggest store in Hatfield.
That's like the only store in Hatfield.
Richland has their little general store. That's about it, man.
Is that still Hurley's folks?
No, it's somebody else runs it now. But hey, they have high-speed internet in Richland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have fiber optic internet.
Yeah, you don't have
Richland.
to. No longer do you have to watch porn and watch it buffer.
Oh my god.
I remember that's one of the very first jokes I did in Boonville.
Yeah. Try that new move called buffering.
Yep. Why are you stuttering?
This is how I watch porn.
Yeah.
I fucking God, the internet and porn has ruined me. You just can't get on a fucking. You just can't get on there and look at a regular goddamn category.
Nope. I pretty much go for
That's
broke.
how I found myself. I was
Right.
I was trying to look up handicap porn.
Handicap porn.
I was like, holy shit, that's me. Like, what in the hell? People
That's
are,
a deep rabbit hole to dive, man.
Uh-huh,
It takes me
people-
like 45 minutes to find a porn and 2 minutes to jerk off.
Exactly.
people are paying $15-$20 a month. I'm like, where's my residual from this?
Yeah.
You know? God,
Oh shit. Hey man, we've come to the end of this shit.
already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we got no
I'm
Knubsie
not
flow
impressed.
this week.
No Knubsie
You
flow.
say you're not impressed?
It's your boy. I can try to flow.
I don't need you to piss your pants in my
Oh
studio.
man, come on. These are new jeans. I'm trying to break them in.
Wait till he's carrying you down the stairs.
Can we tell
No,
people?
He's like,
You
why
were
is it
definitely-
warm all
No,
of a
you're
sudden?
definitely getting dropped there. I'm just straight doing like his friend. I'm just gonna say something and keep rolling. I'm gonna drop and go. I'm like, nope, you can get him. I ain't fucking doing this.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, all Knubsie really does is like, yeah, ahoo. Harry Potter, ahoo.
If you start
Right?
talking,
That's fine.
if you started talking about smacking bitches and hoes, you get to turn into a platinum album. Jesus.
I think Chris keeps putting me on stage because he feels sorry for me, not because I'm funny.
Oh my God. Did you fucking did talking about Knubsie before we cut out? Did he tell you about his last set?
Where he like fell over.
At Stoners, where he just wasn't having a great set, and fucking he told a joke and this, it did hit, but there was somebody in the back and it sounded like clapping, and he was like, "Oh, thank you," and she was like, "No, honey, I'm just packing my cigarettes."
No. Can we talk about this real quick? Can we talk about this real quick before we cut out, Bulldog?
Yeah.
How I was named the funniest person in Owensboro when I went and did a contest.
That's right.
down there.
You won that.
Yeah.
He got bragging rights, nothing
Yeah.
else.
I was like, where's
Where's
he
my
goes-
trophy?
The guy's like, oh, next time. I was like, yeah, you better believe next time or I'm breaking somebody's legs.
Got me like walking.
And they ain't
All right,
gonna be
dude,
mine.
like, you can't even throw me like $25 for this?
Like, you can't even give me a gift card to the venue.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. And it was
a free meal.
it was a brewing place.
Yeah,
You know,
I was like, give
I-
me some fucking alcohol. That's
Yeah.
a gift.
I don't drink, but I got somebody I give it to.
Remember, his name's Josh, and he carried you upstairs.
It'll be another 2.5 years for him on the podcast.
That's optimistic.
Now you're just being optimistic. Well, that's how he's looked at life. So,
Right.
you gotta stay that way.
Bulldog's like, if I'm here in another 2.5 years.
Fuck. Dude, Andy, it was great to have you on, man.
Man, I appreciate it. It's been a long time of hearing you talk shit.
Yeah. I know.
I was going to sweep the leg when I come in. You know?
Sweep the leg. Come in with a hoverboard and sweep the leg.
Yeah. I was going to try to hoverboard up the stairs. I was like, nope, wooden stairs.
I would still pay $50 to see him.
Especially after seeing that video. That kid.
$50, that's it. Dude. That's all I'm worth. It's $50.
Yes.
That would go into my book. You know, things I'd pay $50 to see.
Yeah.
God, I thought I was worth $100.
No.
Shit.
Oh, man. Talking about books. Good luck with yours, man.
Josh? Oh, my book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still working on it.
That's cool. I just fucking had a submissive I met, and we started vetting, and it went terrible.
Really?
Fucking 50 Shades, man. It's a fucking 50 Shades
That's
thing.
what she was. Oh, yeah, no.
We had a test session, and it went from I'm into submissive to like get me unwrapped and untied. It's like, I'm good. Fucking disrespectful shit, man. There's just so many fakes, man. It's so terrible.
Yeah.
It's so terrible. The Fet life up here sucks, man.
That's why, like,
I've been to a couple of munches. Like, I went to a munch about 8 months ago, and it was nothing but like 70-year-olds and 60-year-olds. I was like, look, all right, you fucking bang, you need to be like, hey, this is a baby boomers fucking Fet life munch or something. Like, give a motherfucker a warning. I'm trying to get there.
Dude, I like when I have a conversation with a woman who thinks she's a sub, I just have certain things that I'll throw out there to test that.
Yeah.
And most do not pass.
No.
They're just like, I'm just like, no, look, I'm like, I appreciate your interest in this, but
yeah,
you're not built for this.
You're not built for this.
No.
Like this
it's
one,
like, if nothing else, the safe word's going to come out of you in like 30 seconds, and it's literally going to be a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Like, you've got 50 Shades mentality, and that's not what this is.
Like, I haven't really found a really good local community up here. Like,
there's not like it. I'm the community. I'm the one that talks about the shit.
Like, man, if I'd have known that shit last time, we would have had a whole different podcast. It would have been talking about some penetration, but it wouldn't have been about me and my grandpa. It would have been about some other crazy shit.
Wow, I'm my own grandpa, huh?
Dude, I'll tell you, with Mike, I told him, because it was looking like it was going to be me, Mike, coming out here for a second. I was like, look, Mike, I said, I'm going to introduce you as my grandpa, and I'm going to stay in character the whole time. It's me being scared and feared. Don't say nothing else. We're just going to roll with it.
Oh, my crowd would have been like, what is happening?
Yeah, the Philippines would have been like, no, we're good. Let's just go back to murdering drug addicts over here.
They'd be like, holy shit. I don't even know
All
if that's what
Pookie.
All right. This is the Bulldog Unchained podcast. I'm your host, the King of Villains, Bulldog Malenko. Thanks again to Andy Imlay.
It's your boy. Oh, no, that's not me. Sorry.
And Josh McNinch.
Oh, another man has fucked up my life. I gotta go get some back issues taken care of now.
All right, we'll be back next week. Later.
Show's over, motherfuckers.